consists of around 3K members in our house. And today's session will be hosted by Lavish, one of our Pichavaram House Web of Team member. So he will be giving a sweet introduction about our guest. Take it over, Lavish.
Okay, so dear attendees, I am Lavish, your host for the day, and I welcome you all to this wonderful webinar. First of all, I would like to thank Secretary, Deputy Secretary, and Web Admin of our house for giving me this opportunity. So, today's session is a testament to our dedication to empowering and aspiring entrepreneurs. We have the honor of welcoming a distinguished guest, Mr. Anshul Ruhil, whose expertise and experience in the entrepreneur realm are truly inspiring. Without further ado, it's my pleasure to introduce him. A trailblazer in the field of entrepreneurship, they have achieved remarkable milestones and are here to share his wonderful thoughts and insights and expertise with us. Mr. Anshul has achieved some great achievements in his life, of which I am mentioning some. First, he is 50 under 50. It's an award given to top 50 millionaires under the age of 50. Second, he is Hana Ratan. Hana Ratan is a Haryana Ratan award. He got this award this year in 2023 itself. He is also a board of governor of Canadian Indian Foundation. So, continuing this session, we have a video that shows the whole journey of our guest speaker. It has a glimpse of how that he achieved his heights of success, hard work, through his hard work and his dedication. So let's play it. Wait, Arnold, can I share my screen? Param?
Yeah, you are the host. You
Yeah,
can share
you
the.
can share.
Okay, so just a second. Uh, just a second, just a second. So is the screen visible, Param?
Uh, yes, screen is visible.
Okay, so just wait. Okay, so sorry, I am sorry for the interruption, but is the audio audible?
No,
Yes, you're
it's
audible.
not audible.
Okay, the video audio you're talking about.
Okay, just a second again. I'm sorry for this. Just a second, please. I'm really sorry for this.
Lavish, it's okay. You can like share the video. It's only. Lavish, I guess there's some issue, so you can share the video only. It's okay if the audio is not. Uh, if you can't hear it, you can speak. Okay.
Okay, so that was all about the video. As mentioned earlier, uh, Anshul sir has achieved new heights of success. So now I would like to ask Anshul sir. So sir, you please unmute yourself and start presentation.
Okay, perfect, guys. Thank you, Lavish. Thanks, Arnold, and all the friends and my future leaders. So, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I really mean it. It looks like, well, thanks for all the videos and all the appreciation. One day you will all be not only in this bandwagon, but will be better than this. So please share the presentation. I really, really appreciate this opportunity because I'm talking to my future leaders, these global future leaders who will make the difference, not only just India, but all over the globe. You must have heard of our Indian saying, right? Vasudev Kutumbakam, which is whole world is our is home, and that same thing is for business guys. So I think you guys are fantastic. You have a great intuition. Um, India, in general, we are at a very good spot right now as a country, ready to make a big difference. We have, no matter what government it is, in last 20 years, 25 years, there are always good or not so good exceptions, but our governments are getting better and better. There are great state government, federal, which is central governments, and making all the difference. So, and biggest difference is you guys. So keep the spirit high. As soon as my slides will be shared on the screen,
Yes,
I'll
yes.
start that. Uh, but this is a really really important for me. And
Just a second, sir. I
Yeah,
am sharing
no
the
problem.
screen.
Take your time, guys. So I will try to all these points that I'm mentioning. We will try to go through it pretty fast with some real life examples, which I have not formulated, like which I have not written anywhere. And so I will share from the real dynamics, and after that there will be a Q&A session. But if you think you want to talk anything in between, please raise your hand, or Lavish or Arnold and anybody else who is conducting it. You can ask me that question even in the middle of that. I've shared my LinkedIn um, link
Yes.
over there in the chat. So guys, please connect with me. I love to answer any of your question. Normally, we are reasonably good. We reply within few hours. Worst case scenario within 24 hours. So normally I, along with my manager, are really good at replying to all the messages. Okay. And there is no good question or bad question. So please ask anything that you want, and I will give answer with best of my abilities. Okay.
Okay,
So
sir.
are you guys ready?
Yes. So, sir,
Okay.
confirm please that is the screen visible?
Screen visible. My voice is audible. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Very good, guys. Thank you. Well, again, welcome again, guys. And I know it's pretty quiet. Maybe Chennai is struggling with some rains and all, and North India is a little bit of winter. But I know you guys are real leaders. All these things are beyond. You will overcome these in minutes of thought process. So I will say, stay strong no matter what, and be the real leader in real life. So now let's go to the next slide, please. Okay, next, please. Maybe we've gone to the last one. Yeah, one. Okay. So guys, yeah, this is fine. We can. This is yes, this is fine. So guys, you know why I'm doing. Is there any slide before that also? No, you're going. No, it's okay. We'll go back to the first slide, please. Yes, one slide before this. Yes, that's it. Very good. Very good. It's okay. It's okay for yeah, a little hiccup. So guys, agenda is don't take it seriously. Whatever who wrote that technocrat entrepreneur, don't be serious about it. Okay. I made sure in my last 20-25 years I had full fun. And while having fun, few things happened. Okay. And that's the reality. I don't want to stereotype here. There was nothing that happened out of anything serious. So one thing I made sure from the beginning of my life and every day, including today, so should I have full fun. So agenda of this meeting also to have full fun. Okay. Are you guys ready for that? Pakka? Good?
Yes.
Okay. Nice. Done. So let's have, while having full fun, I will share a few stories, and that's it. That's the. So don't take it seriously. Relax. Have your coffee, tea, chai, filter coffee, and anything. So we'll just talk few simple things. Next slide, please. So this picture is very important. Normally, I get up early in the morning. You heard of those people like 5 a.m. club, 4 a.m. club. So I get up at 3 a.m. 3 a.m. And this is 4:30 a.m. in the gym in Toronto. So why by chance someone clicked that picture as one of my managers over there with me. So life sometimes is upside down, and you get the best out of it when the life is upside down, which is in real life, which is like when we so-called hard times. Those there is nothing called hard times. Those are learning opportunities, and you get the best benefit, as I mentioned, when your life is upside down. Even when you are in Shirsh Asana, you know that what does mean. Uh, and you get the best benefit. You cannot be upside down all your life, but even those for a few seconds or a minute, your life get lots of better results. So it's okay when the life is like that. Enjoy that journey and learn from it. That's what I want to start with. So this is same from this picture also. This is a real picture, 5:40 a.m. as I mentioned. Next slide, please. This is the so-called real, formal agenda. So we'll talk about some business mantras, then life hacks, and some other topics we can talk during Q&A. Why these 5 topics? I was talking to different vice chancellors, deans of management schools, engineering schools. So these are the 5 things I was able to get. Latest and greatest topics in the world, especially on the technology side, like management approaches in technology sector, strategies for achieving digital transformation in a contemporary business, implementing agile project management methodologies in technology development, leveraging artificial intelligence and machine learning. You guys are many of you into that. Strategies for sustainable growth, navigating the interaction of technologies and business leadership. So if you look at all these 5 topics, you are covering most of the business challenges of today's world or opportunities of today's world. Okay. So we will not be talking about any of these 5, but the any of these topics or related any question you have related to these topics, please feel free to ask during the Q&A session. Or if any of these has some attachment with our the first 2 topics, which is business mantras, and second is life hacks. So what are business mantras? Just to give you, these are not the business mantras I got it from any book or anywhere. This is during my journey, and I told you, my journey it's full fun. That was the journey, and while having that full fun, I learned few things, and I'm sharing with you guys. So those are the business mantras really helped me achieve achieve. I will say this is still a journey on. I will achieve is still a strong word. I will not use that too much. And second part is life hack. Have you heard of, like, some of you? Let me use that word. I don't know what that is called in English. English is still my third, fourth language, guys. That chutki mein, right? All that thing in a click. So few things, life hacks. Some we always say, like, we need a shortcut to this. These are those life hacks which I used personally, which are successful for me. It may be successful for you as is, or it may be successful for you with some twist, or may not be at all. So use those, or may not use that. Get inspiration or make your own. But like those, I thought I will share with you those quick, click things that help me a lot. Okay. So let's go one by one. So we'll talk about business mantras, and after that life hacks, and then we will have Q&A session, and feel free to ask anything. As I mentioned, if you have questions during that session, feel free to ask. Okay, clear guys? Okay, next, business mantras. We'll talk about that. By the way, how many people from Chennai in this?
I
Lot of
myself
people
from
from
Chennai.
Chennai? Huh?
Even I myself from Chennai.
Chennai. By the way, in Chennai, Morgan Idli is my favorite place. M. Sarubmaniam, your health minister, and his son, they are my perfect buddies. So when I go there, they host me, and only place I'll always insist and go take me to Morgan Idli, and I eat like they are like as if I have not had food for last 1 week. So that's my favorite place. So it's still there, Morgan Idli.
Yeah, it's still there.
So it's still popular.
Yeah, it's still popular.
Okay, so that's my so-called adda in like my morning adda over there. Okay, let's talk about business mantras. Next slide, please. Okay, so as I mentioned, these are the mantras which over the last 20-year plus of my experience in the industry I learned, and which made all the difference to my life. And when I look back at some of the extremely successful people I have seen in those guys also. So one is servant leadership and drive by example. And guys, feel free to unmute and ask, contribute if when I ask any question. I'm not in person. Normally I give chocolates to those who answer the question. Lavish got one when he was there. So
I got two, sir.
oh my God, there you go. That's why I know where all the chocolates gone that day. Okay, just kidding. So you know what is servant, guys? Do everybody know servant leadership or no? Yes or no?
No, sir.
No.
No,
Okay,
sir.
that's fine.
No, sir.
That's fair. But you know who is servant? You know servant?
Yes, sir.
Servant at our home, in that business, what they do normally, they help us clean the floor, serve us coffee, tea, help us do, we as our civil servant, they also serve the society. Then there are Mother Teresa also did a great job of serving the community. So servant is the person who serve, right? And leadership, a leadership, you know, right? Everybody knows what is leadership.
Yes, sir.
And you also know drive by example, where you are not saying something, what you say, you also do that. So that is one. So what is servant leadership? Servant leadership is where you are as a leader is not doing anything. You trust in your team. You are behind your team, and you're telling your team, guys, you go ahead. I'm your servant. I'm ready to trust you. I'm ready to coach you, train you, support you, standing behind you. I'm ready to accept all your mistakes. I learn from it. And I believe in your intelligence, knowledge, and talent. That is the servant leadership. Okay. Whereas a leader saying, I'm here as a servant standing behind you, not standing and say, hey, I'm a leader who is telling you, do this, do that. This is the right way. That is the right way, not micromanaging you. Now it is clear what is servant leader?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
exactly. So, and drive by example. When I say, guys, early morning is a great benefit, or taking care of health is good, and then I'm not taking care of health. I'm eating more carbs. I'm not doing exercise, and then taking all the excuses of that, right? And there is just to give you in North sometime, especially in I was in Chandigarh city, if you heard of in North India, guys. There I said, I don't drink, guys. And they said, no, you take. I said, I only take one drink no matter what. They said, no, only enemy drink one drink. You have to take two drinks. So not get into that well. So I have to drive by example. I say, no, I will only take one drink, not two. And not to, so when I say I should stay healthy, so make sure I have healthy habits, no matter what kind of social pressure I have, not how much pressure from friends or colleagues around. When I say stay healthy, eat healthy, It doesn't mean I'm not enjoying my life. I enjoy that. But when you say any of those statements, make sure you practice that 90% plus of the time, and then only you can say yes, let's do that. And I can give you an analogy of Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi was once in a ashram, and the lady was there with a small kid, and she said, Gandhiji, can you ask this my son not to not to eat jaggery, sweet too much? He is eating too much. See, all his teeth spoiled and all. And Gandhiji will like bring him next week. So next week again, this lady traveled all the way 5-10 kilometers, bought her son to Gandhiji, and Gandhiji said, listen, don't eat sugar, okay? It's not good for you. And that kid said, okay, Gandhiji, I will not eat. And this lady was now very, very serious and also a little pissed off with Gandhiji and say, what is this, Gandhiji? Like, you could have told this last week. I have traveled all the way 5-10 kilometers just to come again, just for this one line. And he was very, very clear that, listen, lady, last week I was eating sugar myself. I had that habit. This whole week I practiced that, not to eat sugar all week, and now I have a moral ground to say don't eat sugar. And that is what the example of drive by example. Many examples like that in the industry. So guys, servant leadership and drive by example, very, very important. Clear? We go to the next one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Thank you. Next, please, slide, please. Okay, number 2, real democratic. When I say real democratic, I have seen in you guys also a little bit. I'm not much, but like, because I got just first 2-3 minutes with you, where you have elected your representatives who are taking care of different elected organizing this event or anything. So real democratic mean we will give our team, let it be a team at home to decide a car, let it be a corporate decision to take a business decision or anything else. We make sure we should be real democratic. And this is again this little bit attached with the servant leadership. And what is the benefit of real democratic? When you listen to your team and let them make the decision, where let the vote win, you can coach them. Sometimes say, hey, if they are not capable of making the decision, it's okay. Give them coaching, give them training, right? Give them confidence, do all the things. But after that, you should be very democratic, where majority should be taken into consideration to take a decision. And then that decision can make a big impact. And why democratic decisions are important? Because remember, if your team owns that decision, they will make it successful. If the decision is coming from top or somewhere else and they don't own it, they will not make that decision or that concept successful. So make sure your team is involved in decision making and they own it. Clear, guys? That is why the democracy is important, or democratic decisions, real democratic. That is in which food you eat, promotions, business decisions. It's same at home, which house to buy, where to buy, which car to buy, which color, safety, and many more things like that. Okay, next, please. Thank you so much, guys. I really like it. You guys are very responsive. Okay. Yes, you are as good as your team. This is again, see, when you empower your team, when you take care of your team, you train, you hire the people which understand the culture. What happened? No matter how good you are as an individual, you can only do a limited things, right? So make sure as a person, you have the very, very good team with you, and that good team will take you to the next level. So you are as good as your team. Make sure you have a very good team, which is fully motivated, ready to learn. Learning oriented is very important, not the learned. Okay, good learning is fine, but after that, learning oriented, because we are pretty much all of us in knowledge-based industry. Continuous learning and continuously changing is equally important for us. So make sure you have a great team, and when you do that, sometimes you may not get the great team in inheritance. You can coach and train them to the next level. So, and you are as good as your team. Make your team good. And that once the team is good, you will be represented well, even if you are an average person. Okay, so that's very, very important. Next, feel free to, if you have any question about that. Okay, next. Okay, this is very, very close to my heart. And everybody, make sure you use the word love. Okay, you say that, you use that word love a lot, huh? Guys, be on camera for that.
Yes, sir.
I love your work. I love the idea, and I love you when if the moment is right, right? So,
Yes,
so, so I love you is most important. Oh my God, this is so much. You guys are really, huh? This is a bunch of
We
romantic
are
people.
getting too much of it.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh my God, so much love. Oh. So why this is important, guys? Why this is, what do you mean by I love you? So tell me a person, and it's okay, anybody, a person and a character I'm talking about. That person who is in really, really love with you from morning till night. Tell us a person. I don't know the name of your girlfriend, okay, or boyfriend.
my parents for sure.
Okay, and one of the example exactly. So our mothers, right? How many times they say I love you, but all times, sometimes they scold us all day, right? Get up, have food, have extra food, extra more rice or more roti or a little bit of extra food, right? Make sure you drive safe and all that. Are they using the word love? No, but what they mean. So when I say make sure you use the word love, it means you should mean it. Okay, your act should show that you love it. And how you can show? Give me, anybody want to give example, or for that, how you can say from morning to evening. Let's give few examples of when you can say I love you to things around you without using the word love. Anybody?
Yes, sir. Sir, by making
Sir,
support to our colleagues and let them do mistakes and then making them correct and make them feel comfortable in the environment.
Exactly. So creating a great environment to give so that they can speak, and even if they do mistake, you accept them. It's okay. You take an initiative, try doing it. That is the way to say love you. Yes, Janet, please.
By spending more time enjoying with them, whether that's a thing or a person.
Exactly. When you give your time to someone, and that's a very well said. As you know, time is the biggest thing, like you can give to anybody, right? So, without saying, when you are spending time with your colleague, your parents, your relatives or cousins, what you are saying, I love you. That's the way to say without using the word love, right? Mother example were given earlier. Anybody else want to share, please? Okay, so this is how we do. So when we say in the morning when we get up, there are many examples set as you guys said, from our parents to when we are driving on the road. Can we make sure we give the right of way to someone who is in hurry? We drive properly. That is the way to say I love you to the our co-drivers around us, right, on the road. Same thing when we are on the streets or in our neighborhood. Can we make sure we will not throw garbage outside? That is way to say to our neighbors and street, to our state, to our country, or even to the globe, saying I love you. How you are saying, because you are not spreading any dirt. When you are at a in front of any religious place, how you can say I love you? Make sure you respect others' religion, right? So to give that and learn from that, and appreciate that. That is the way to say I love you, right? So same thing. There are many moments, and if you look at that, that's what I'm saying. So when you say I love you, like believe me, like there are many more meanings to that. So this is the most important thing, because guys, empathy, compassion, and dedication. There is no substitute for that. Make sure you have that. No matter what you do, how big you are, how small you are, which your background, religion, how many number of zeros you have in your account, what is your bank balance. Most important thing is when you say I love you. And I love you doesn't mean when you possess things. Okay, do you know the richest person in America during 1940s? Okay, no need to Google that. Okay, it's okay. So, but if you say who is the most influential person during 1940s, influential in a good way, it is easy to say Mahatma Gandhi, right? So see that how important it is. So you have, and there are many more examples like that. And same thing for 1920s, when India was going through. There are many people, youngsters in early 20s at your age, who gave their life for the nation just to set an example. They could have run away. Bhagat Singh and many more examples from all over India, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari to east to west. Everywhere we have dozens of examples. Some are more popular, some are less popular. So let's not get into that. But we have great examples who gave their life in early 20s just to prove that, guys, we want nation to be free, and we are not running away. And then they did it openly. So there are many ways where say empathy, compassion, and dedication can make a big difference. So no matter what you do in life, if you don't, you are not in that I love you thing, you are not. So giving freedom to the people around you is another way to say I love you. Okay, let it be your friends, your wife, your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. Holding it to anything is the worst thing you can do. That is not the way to I love you. Okay, have you seen those boys and girls say I love you? You can't look at anybody, right? Run away from those guys, okay, or those girls, whatever it is. Make sure you give. This is funny, yeah, cute guys. You guys are cute, yeah. So make sure you give freedom. This is another way of saying I love you. Freedom is the real sense in our life. So make sure this is the whole concept where otherwise, guys, continue to have number of zeros, number of other businesses, but things will still be the same. Okay. Yeah. Next.
Excuse
please.
me, sir. Someone had a doubt. He was raising the hand. So
Yes, please. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry about that. Yes, please ask the question.
okay,
Karthik,
Karthik, you
Good
can
evening,
unmute.
sir.
Hi, Karthik. How are you? Please ask question.
So I'm very well. I wanted to ask you, if somebody is your junior, say, student, then how would you say that you love your student?
No, but it is junior or senior. I don't know who you are targeting in this audience now, but just
No,
to, just
I'm
kidding.
just
Just kidding.
giving you a
No,
hypothetical situation in which you have a student of yours or a junior of yours to say, and you have to say that person, I love you. Then how would you say that, sir?
I will simply say I love you. So I'm just kidding.
Sir, but if
I know you will get beating and all that sometime. But if you see, the idea is what you want, what you can give your junior. How come that person is a junior? Because you have 1 or 2 or more years of extra life, extra knowledge, extra college experience, extra
experience.
work. All those things sharing with that junior is the way to say I love you. Is it
Exactly,
right?
sir.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
Yeah. You are
that
saying, hey, listen, don't go there at this time in the evening in that part of the city. What you are saying, you are indirectly saying that part of the city is not safe. That is the one very small way of saying I love you. Other thing is, hey, listen, this subject, when I was taking care of that, this is how I handled this subject or this course during.
Exactly, sir. Exactly, sir. And that is why I've raised my hand, because there are certain things which I'm stuck with, and I thought that you are the perfect person who could possibly guide me out. That you, at your time, dealt with those things in this manner. So how should we go about that thing? Because we are currently in that stage when we are raising investments, and we are having a little trouble with that because we haven't done anything yet,
Yeah.
and this
No,
is the time
I
when we
will, I
have
will
no
share.
way about that.
No, absolutely. I will share my experience. It doesn't mean that my experience will apply to you as is. However, you take and always take, like, don't believe anybody. When I say do this, say I love you, okay, you take that, okay, we got it. Thank you, Anshul. Take that concept and make your own recipe. Take everything, make your own dal, guys. Make your
So
own
I'm
lentil
not
soup.
exactly
Make your
asking
own
about
sambar.
the experience. I'm asking about some suggestions. that according to you, whom we should approach at this point of time, because we have really started with scratch, and now not much people are replying to our emails, and we are stuck with a situation where we have do not have much money to further take things. So
Yes.
is there anything, any firm as per some names, something that you could possibly share with us so we could have some help?
Yes, absolutely. So whatever your specific help is, if it's relating to if you are talking about investment, that you have an idea and you're looking for an investment, that's what you're saying?
So exactly, we are trying to run buses exclusively for women, and we are at this point of time having trouble with raising our inventory, our fleet for the buses.
Yes.
We are trying to lease them a primary
Yes.
fleet of at least 10 buses, and we do not have any such funding at
Fair
this
enough.
very point of time.
So let's put it this way. You have an idea, let it be a business idea or social idea, where you need some guidance on how to make a nice proposal first. Forget about anything. Where you should be convinced. Once you are convinced and you need some mentorship in that, how to create that proposal. And that is, you think, no, I need money. No, forget about money. It's first of the proposal. And then you take that proposal, and it's a nice one. When you are convinced, you will take it to someone, and someone will say, like, for example, Sudha Murthy, she will say, yes, this is a good social cause. Let me invest in that. Or someone like just a TVS group or someone, they say, yes, this is a nice idea. We are ready to put in that. So that comes second. So I will say for these specific questions related to any specific venture, please feel to connect whatever I know. I will love to share as well as my team on LinkedIn. And we will love to have a
So
focused call.
that is the real problem with us, because
Yeah.
we are already trying to connect many people, but we fall lack of responses. We are not getting those responses. I'm talking to your team might not respond, and we are eventually left in a situation where the people we are looking up to, there's this, this is sometimes hard, because we have that proposal, ki what to propose to them, but we do not know how to reach Sudhamurti at this point of time. We
So
cannot
I will.
reach her.
Yes. So that's fair. That's fair. And that is what happens. Like if everything is laid out, you think your
Exactly,
proposal
exactly, sir, exactly.
you think your proposal is good, but may not be good for those social entrepreneurs or business entrepreneurs. So I will say, without even looking deep into it with this like 30-second conversation, it will be hard for me, to be very frank, to give you any concrete, any specific suggestion. But I will say, yes, in our case, I don't know, Lavish, you connected. That's why I'm here with you guys. We will try to do that. I will say, so there are two things. One is these specific questions. If we take more than 2-3 minutes for this, I think we are taking everybody's time.
Yes,
However, for the specific, I promise you connect with us. We will be able to help you how most of the startups or social or business entrepreneurs do and how to approach for that. And if it makes sense for our business group to invest in that, we will help you. Otherwise, we will guide you to the how we will take to the approach. Does that make sense?
excuse me, Karthik. Karthik,
You are on mute.
Your mic is off, Karthik.
You are on mute, Karthik. Sorry, you are on mute, Karthik.
Karthik,
So you're still
unmute
on
yourself first.
Okay.
So we'll get back to you during the Q&A. It's okay.
I want to ask that how to reach your team. You say that you can reach our team. That is the only doubt I've left with.
Karthik,
So if you look at the chat, the first thing I did is to hello to you guys and put the LinkedIn. Please, in that LinkedIn,
Okay. Thank you,
reach
sir.
out. And
thanks a lot,
Lavish
sir.
to also help them reaching out. So yes, absolutely.
Thanks a lot, sir. It means really a lot, sir. Thank you.
No, anytime, guys. Thanks for asking this question, guys. Thanks, Karthik. And so guys, next slide. So make sure love is important. Keep loving everybody. And then these are life hacks. These are those click things. And these click things really Okay, you're saying share the link again. Okay, let me check that, guys.
Sir,
Okay,
sorry, sir. We will take care of
Sir,
it.
I have shared.
you take
We
care of
will
that.
take care of.
Okay, great,
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
guys. Thank you,
You can
thank you.
continue.
Okay, and these are life hacks, guys. These are life hacks. Like, these are very, very important, according to me. When I use that, it made a big difference in my life. Let's go to the next slide, and Dave, we will come back to you after this. Is that okay? So, and all these life hacks, I not like I have learned from any book or anything. When I was living my last 40 years of my life, I learned from my colleagues, my neighbors, schoolmates, college mates, professors, my colleagues. Right now, learning from all of you how organized and how well maintained all this decorum is, as well as many more institutions. I may not even know sometime. I think I know this of my own, but I'm learning from the ecosystem around me. So these are not life hacks I got from anywhere. This is what I learned from that. Okay. Next, please. Okay. This is the most important. If you ask me to give me one slide, which is most important. So, guys, all of this presentation on one side, and this particular slide is on one side. So I will humbly request you to look at that. This is my personal learning. If you ask me and give me that last 20-25 years of like one slide or one thing that can squeeze all that into, and most important thing, if you have to take one, I will say consider all and make your own recipe, but this is the most important, which is for exceptional results in life, live 2 steps down and perform 2 steps up. Okay, anybody knows what I mean by that? Anybody want to say? Lavish, you are not qualified, you are there in that. Sorry about that.
Obviously,
Anybody
sir. I
else?
know.
Yeah.
By the experience.
Yes, guys. You are leaders, just guess it. It's okay to be wrong. Come on, guys. We all are wrong most of the time in our life. Okay, so don't worry about that. Yes.
Sir, living 2 steps down means like the dialogue from the movie that we have हमारी ज़रूरतें कम हैं इसलिए हमारे character में दम है. And performing 2 steps up, like you have to give up more to get better results in life. That's all.
Exactly. Very, very good point, Mohammed. Very good. Anybody else?
Sir, like giving your best while leading and living a minimalistic life.
Yes, very good. Anshul saying living simple life, but thinking, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Anybody else? So believe me, guys, you guys are like the smartest. When I asked this question, people were going left and right. But this group, yes, Dave, please go ahead.
So there is my brother who is now 17-year-old. Now he's in 11th class and he has learned 10 languages in programming and has also learned cybersecurity.
Nice.
So now he is going ahead from now he is means taking some of the employees from his friend list.
Right.
For startup, should he start from now or not?
Yes, this is a good question, and I will cover that during the Q&A. Is that fine, Dave? Is that good?
Yes, sir.
I will 100% cover that. Good point. Okay. So sometimes, guys, we will club the questions to answer that. So, guys, you are absolutely right. Those who reply to this, simple living, high thinking. And why I'm saying is why simple living and high thinking is very, very important in life is, remember, think of if you want to buy a car of 10 lakh rupees. There are some people who buy a 16 lakh rupee car because they want to show that they have more money. In real, they don't have money. They are taking a loan from somewhere. And there is another guy who can afford a 10 lakh rupee car but buying a 6 lakh rupee car. Maybe buying a safer car, but may not be as showcasing and all that. Okay. And both of them are 21-year-old. And I ask this question to everybody. Both of them are 21-year-old and they have 10 lakh rupee in their account or out of their saving, where they can buy a 10 lakh rupee car, which they have in their account, or one is buying 16 lakh and one is like 6 lakh. And they have same qualification, same family background, same money in their account. Fast forward, some around 29, 30 years, when these guys will turn 50, and believe me, we turn 50 pretty fast. You think it will be too many years, but believe me, things go really fast sometimes. And let's assume the guy who bought a 16 lakh rupee car has a net worth of 1 crore rupees. How much? 1 crore rupee. What will be the net worth of the guy who is buying the 6 lakh rupee car? And don't take your pen and papers out, okay? Like if you're doing that calculation, then like you're going in a wrong direction. I'm giving you a hint. Okay, the guy who is buying remember the guy who bought a 16 lakh rupee car, he has a net worth of 1 crore at the age of 50. What about the guy who bought a 6 lakh rupee car? Because he don't believe in showcase and all that. Okay,
so definitely even a more than 1
More
crore
than 1 crore.
net worth.
No, that's not like okay. Like it is the answer of this. Someone asked a question.
He
How many
understand
people
what he needs.
And then the person replied, lot of people. So that's not. You can say 8 billion plus or whatever, right? So there should be something. 20 crore,
just
one
means
example. Okay.
he know what he's needed in his life.
Sorry, say again. Utkarsh.
Like he must know that he needs only 6 lakh rupees car, not like 50 lakh rupees car or other thing.
Yeah. So think about it. Any other answer question on this? Okay, let me answer you guys. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Excuse me, sir.
Do you want an answer?
So there are some in chats. Someone is saying 10 crore, 10 CR.
Okay.
Aryan
10
is saying 6 CR.
10 crore, 6
6
crore.
CR.
Okay.
We
So
have
let me tell you
20
guys.
CR too.
20 CR. What this guy is doing, the person who is buying a 16 lakh rupee car, when this person cannot afford a 16 lakh rupee car, his real worth or real status is 10 lakh, but he's trying to show that I'm a 16 lakh rupee guy. Okay, let's assume that. Okay, what he's doing, he will be buying a same kind of dresses, right? He will be buying costly dresses. He will try to show off to his friends or her friends, and he will like to have the same status everywhere. His dress, timing, he is trying to waste time on something which he or she is not. And where all this time is coming from, only limited thing we have in our life is time, guys. Agree? And he or she is trying to invest that limited time that person has on showcasing that, see, I am more than what I am, right? That the person has to fake all these things. So when you invest a lot of time, which is the most important thing, and money, which is also one of the important things, and many more things, in the first year itself, the difference between these two guys are 10 lakh rupee. And then this 6 lakh rupee guy is saying, hey, I'm 10 lakh, but I don't mind on that. I want to have 16 lakh rupee, would like to have friends who are like, showcase business and all that. On the other side, can you mute yourself, Ashish? Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah. So, and then remember, all these guys over there, you want, give me a second, all these guys over there, they want to show, in the 16 lakh rupee category, want to show something more than what they are. So they're spending on everything over the next 30 years. Their thought process of showcasing more, all the time that is coming from their core focus. If a professor, instead of focusing on professorship, the professor is focusing on buying a good car or dresses or whatnot, versus focusing on be a good teacher, right? And let me ask you some questions about that. When all these things over a period of time, in first year itself, it's a 10 lakh rupee difference, but it's not 10 lakh rupees. The one with the 6 lakh rupees focusing on their career, let it be a teacher, entrepreneur, software programmer, builder, doctor, whatever that person is, or a startup person. Why the startup fails? Because of the lack of focus. Most of the time, the people start doing something else. And this is only 1 year. Now compound that. You know the power of compounding, you heard? Power of compounding. Second year, third year, fourth year,
Yes, sir.
and all these 30 years. The difference
Yes.
can be 100 times or more. 100 times. So the person, if that is will be 1 crore, 16 lakh, that may be 100 crore or more. And sometimes it can be thousands of crore. So that's why run away from the people, those who want to show you. Be with those people who are your friend just because they are really good. And do you want to be with a person who is showcasing that they are 16 lakh and real they are not, versus a friend who is really, really good friend? Let it be because of knowledge, because of their empathy with you, because they support you, they are your motivator. You can have million reasons. Make sure you have those friends around you who really love you. Again, going back to the same concept, right? Who trust you, who motivates you, who help you in understanding concept. Not person who is trying to tell you, I'm better than you, I have 16 lakh rupee car when you are driving a 10 lakh or 6 lakh rupee car. So think about that. So run away from those 16 lakh rupee cars, those guys and girls. Stay with those guys, 6 lakh rupee car boys and girls, so that it's very, very important, guys. Sometime I have seen, and being a guy, let me tell you, when I talk to my college and school girls who are now mature with kids and all that, and they make joke of all those guys who used to showcase those days. And those guys who are not showcased and worked hard and successful, they have very high respect for them. Versus those guys are only in jokes, those who are showcasing during that time. So let me tell you that also. Okay. So don't waste time on that, you yourself, and run away from those who are 16 lakh rupee category guys. And your focus that, because irrespective, I'm not saying buying a costly car is anything bad or good. If you can afford, you can do that. But power of compounding is that within 7 to 8 years, your net worth will be so high, you don't even worry about which car you are buying. You let your manager decide which car to buy. But if you will not focus, you will always be struggling and you are trying to show more. So this is the most important thing in your life, guys. Run away from everybody. Even if it is a family member, run away from that, whoever that person is. Even if it is the closest to your heart. Believe me, let your heart melt that time. But run away, because and automatically when you will 2-step down, you will perform 2-step up. Remember, the gap you have, the 40% gap you have because of 2-step down and 2-step up. And imagine if a person is performing or gap of money wise or performance wise, 40% gap. 40% gap over a period of year after year after year. 40% compound gap or compound growth is too much, right? So this is the most important thing, guys. I personally helped me a lot. I always, in some cases, my colleagues, they joke with me that I live 10 step down and perform 10 step up. That's a joke. They always pull my legs, and I'm fine with that. They can joke with me. They can say anything to me. So, and that's why it is very, very important when we can buy a 5, 10 crore or 20 crore rupee car, we get into a 5-star rated any 20, 30 lakh rupee car, because it's a 5-star rating. It is as good as any 2 crore, 3 crore car. We are not into showcase business. We are into focused business of making a difference in people's life. Okay, clear, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. So make a list of all 16 lakh rupee guys, and strengthen your list of the 6 lakh rupee guys. Okay. Next, please. Ecosystem. Remember, again, if someone is saying, I love my dad, I love my mom, I can do anything for my dad, okay, run away from those guys also. Make sure, be with a person who will say, I love everybody's dad. Every senior is important for me. Be with that. Imagine how I can say, I love you to my dad and mom, not to I love you, or respecting the dad of my neighbor. Okay. So it is very, very important. It is very, very important. If I respect my neighbor's dad and mom, as well as all the seniors around me, automatically that ripple effect of that, my dad and mom will be respected too, right? So make sure we take care of the ecosystem around us, not individuals. We are trying to focus too much on individuals, right? So make sure you take care of the ecosystem around us. Imagine this individual, if there is a pollution in New Delhi, you know that there is a pollution in New Delhi. Now there is all war flood in India just because of that. Can you make your home safe somehow? You can, up to some level, you can put filters and all that, up to some level, up to for few hours. But just because whole ecosystem is spoiled. Now I'm here in Canada. Just an example. I'm not saying that there is always good or bad example in both countries. India is a great country for sure. But when the whole atmosphere is good here, there is no pollution anywhere. Obviously, community will be safe, population will be safe, and me as an individual is also safe, right?
Yes, sir.
But we try to focus on too much on individuals, not on population, community, and ecosystem. So guys, take care of the ecosystem around you. What? Take care of the ecosystem around you. Community, population, and individuals will automatically be fine. If your neighborhood and your city is safe, your mom, your sister, your dad, your brother, your senior, your junior, all will be safe. If city is not safe, no matter how many guns you will put around your individual family members, I mean, there will be someone else who will hurt them. Are you getting my point? So this is another important point. This is a long-term macro vision. Okay, next point, guys. Old but gold, you are average of 5 people around you. Again, find those 6 lakh rupee guys, go to 16 lakh rupee guys. Same thing for knowledge, experience, education. And one of the gentlemen asking about how I'll do that. Make sure you find people, those are average is really high. Let it be in intelligence. If you want to be a sportsman, make sure you are with the good sports people, right? So this is old but gold, but very, very important. Make sure you are with the people who are very good in that area that you are getting into. Okay, so you are average of 5 people around you. Very, very important. Okay, next. So pick your, and then an average of 5 people. If you find dancers around you, they will be like that. Next slide. Same, these all these different business people here. Again, average of 5 people. Make sure you have the right company. If you want to add in business, pick any one out of these. Next. And this is your average of 5 people around you. So these are 4 people. You can be the 5th one, okay, or 6th one. So be average with these guys. And this is another thing. Focus on the core. Everything will fall in place. You know, when we do exercise, if your core is strong, core of your body, everything will be fine. So focus on the core in your life. If your core is strong, if you are a teacher, make sure your teaching or your subject is born. If you are a social entrepreneur, make sure you have a great concept and you focused on that. Same thing if you are an entrepreneur or a techie, make sure you are good at technology. So if you're focused on the main thing, all the family, friends, everything will fall in line. Most of the cases. It doesn't mean you are bad at everything else, but core thing should be very, very strong. Let it be any actor, actresses, sportsmen. When they are good at the core thing, rest of the things follows. Okay. So make sure you focus on your core competency. Very, very important. Next. And you are as good as your team. I mentioned earlier also. This also helped me a lot. This is when we took on Valentine's Day, we clicked this picture and we sent it to my global head at LexisNexis. Say, hey, you are our Valentine. And now in 35 years of his career, he got you are our Valentine from his own team first time. So we get into a room, some of us, and sent this, you are our Valentine. So you are as good as your team. Everybody needs motivation. Love people around you, but you see that love is the theme, guys, which make us apart. Okay, great. Okay, next slide. And some bonus slide. Those who stayed right now, I realized we were 100 something plus. Now we have 97. So it's a couple of bonus slides, very important. Let me give you those only 2 slides. Okay, next slide, please. These are the bonus. Embrace innovation and risk. Make sure, guys, this is only one life. So make sure you innovate and take a risk. So if you will not do that, things will not be that great. So take lots of risk and focus on innovation. Otherwise, you will be selling the same commodity which a million people sell. and you will not be able to rock it. So important, very, very important. Innovation and risk. Same thing, innovating strategies to apply to a company, innovating strategies to make your resume, to new concept, to work in a project, or to represent your team. It can be anywhere. Okay, next please. Growth mindset. Growth mindset is very, very important. What is the difference between growth mindset and normal? See, if you look at all these points, let me read. Very, very simple. Growth mindset will, what they say, they embrace changes. Learning from failures. They will never say that I failed. They will say, failure is a learning opportunity. There's nothing called failure in life. There is only two things. One is success and another one is opportunity to learn. So persistence, resilience, openness to learning, long-term goals, effort, and improvements. Like they put great effort and they improve over that. So growth mindset, make sure we are growth mindset on it. We are not jealous of our competitors. We are learning from our competitors and appreciate them for their good work. So that is the growth mindset. Growth mindset never feels jealous. Growth mindset always in learning mode and really appreciate the great effort, people, or concept around that. That's why the growth mindset is very, very important, which is a positive mindset also. Next slide. And this is also metrics driven. Make sure you in your life you are metrics driven, number driven. For example, there's few metric MEI score. I have the highest MEI score in the world for any manager, which is 100 out of 100. We were in NPS, ENPS, we have gone from -18 to +89. In fact, so all these are numbers. So make sure your life is metric driven as much as possible. Personal side, I said, I lost 15 kg in 3 months. This is a metric driven, easy to understand for me or to explain anybody. And these are real numbers, everything, by the way, guys. Getting up from 5 a.m. to 3 a.m. This is a metric driven. And one word I have written, best investment. You read that? Best investment, can you see? Best investment.
Yes.
So best investment is there is no metric around. That's why I knowingly put it. So that you read it, there is no metric in it, it looks stupid. What do you mean by best investment, Anshul? You have not put any number. But everything else, when you read it, debt ratio 3%, you know that. Debt ratio 3% means if I have 100 rupee of assets, I have 3 rupees of loan on it. So debt ratio is 3%, right? Easy to understand. But when I say best investment, what do you mean by best investment? Because there is no number over there. So that's why I knowingly put it. So make sure your life is as metric driven as possible. Metrics driven. Make sense?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So put numbers so that you can relate to it.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Next.
Yes, sir.
Thank you and love you all. Q&A, I know we have got a little late, but thank you so much. This is a great opportunity. And you guys are, as I earlier mentioned, you are my real leaders. Please, guys, this is one life, rock it, take risk, learning oriented, 2 steps down, 2 step up, right? You know which steps. Don't do other way around. Don't be the 16 lakh. So this is pretty much it, guys. Please ask me any question, any comment, any suggestion, and we will love to. I will always. We are reasonably very good. If there is any exception, guys, please ask again. If we miss any communication on LinkedIn, please connect over there. All of you, I love to connect with all of you and do whatever I can do. For me, life is not the number game. It is the impact is important. Okay. Ashish asked how to search good team members.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Those who have questions, please raise the hands. We will unmute you, and then you can ask your question.
By the way, I will be in MDU, guys, again on Tuesday, which is 19th.
Yes,
19th and 20th, I will be in MDU again. And there is a committee formed with Mr. Rajan, and also we'll be working on that incubation center over there. So lots of work we are doing across.
So first question, Manisha, you can unmute.
Yes. So one of the question was how to get the good team members, guys. Like, what's your focus? If your focus is, let's say, you want to be a health expert, so you can Google online, you can ask your neighbors, you can ask people around you, and see what is that, like who are those experts in around you on health sector. Same thing on programming. So you can, online is a great source. You can look online in which neighborhood you are. But now the good thing is with the internet, you can connect people globally, right? Why not to have the global people influence whatever you want to be? Okay, so so that is the answer for that. And if you're not able to get that, like I will say, stay focused on that, finding the right people or right team. You will get it sooner or later. And believe me, the good, like same kind of mentality people, they attract each other. So if you continue to focus, pretty soon you will have the right team, which is pretty much aligned with your goals. Okay, next, Manisha, go ahead. Sorry, you are trying to ask something.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Manisha.
Sir, can you elaborate metrics driven?
Metrics driven is, guys, if anything, like let's say what you want to do. Let's a person say, I want to increase my chest or shoulder strength, right? What they do, push-ups, right? Just an example. For push-ups, how the person can do only 2 push-ups. Now the person said, to increase that, I have to take my push-up from 2 push-ups, right, to 20 push-ups. So that's a metric driven. What they say, I will have more push-ups. What do you mean by more? 1 more or 20 more or 200 more, right? This is for health. If someone want to lose weight, okay, how much I want to lose weight? Should I reduce 5 kg or 10 kg? In how many? 5 kg in 5 weeks, 1 kg every week. It should be metric driven. Same thing, studies. I would like to have these many marks. How I can go get those? These are the 10 things I need to do. I need to invest 10 hours per day in studies. These are the topics, the 20 topics I have to cover to achieve that. So all this is metric driven. If metrics driven, so if number driven, okay. If you are, for example, one personal metric I made is, I will talk to all my cousins who have not talked in last 10, 20 years, just because we have difference of opinion. I said, at least I will go to their house and say hello to them, even if they will not ask me for a glass of water. So right now, as I'm sitting in front of you, I'm talking to everybody. I'm talking to all my cousins. Even I never talked to them for last 15, 20 years in some cases. But now in last 1 year, I started talking with everybody. I just simply called them and say, hi, how are you? Not saying I have to align with what they are, or I have to be as good or as bad what they are. No. So I'm 100%. So my heart and my mind is, yes, I have hello, hi with everybody. And that's a great satisfaction. I'm not here to change them, and I'm not asking them to change me. So anything that you do in your professional life, your personal life, your education life, all that can be metric driven, number driven. If it is a number driven, along with all the emotions and everything, all the soft things, it will be a great success. So make sure it is more metric driven. Make sense, Manisha?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Manisha. Yes, guys.
Okay, Dev, you can unmute.
Sir, same question about startup.
Yes. Yes. Go ahead, Dave. Ask.
Sir, that I have asked no, about my brother is about 17-year-old and he want to start and startup.
Yes. So why he want to do startup? You should ask that question. If he has a concept, if he is a concept which is unique, he can go online, create a proposal. If we need any help, so once he has the proposal, I can help personally to formulate that, I can guide you to the right sources or resources, and once those things in place, he can approach the approach online many investors, and sometimes they are that is hit and miss, but make sure he has the right good concept, ROI based, return on investment based proposal, because business is main purpose of business. All the people talk about social responsibility is profit, and second is social responsibility. So make sure we do that. So once he has a good proposal, people will be lining up behind him. If he is not has a good proposal, he should go back to the drawing board and try to beef up. Beef up means add more value to the proposal. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome.
Okay, so Shravan Kumar, you can unmute. Sorry if I am pronouncing wrong.
No problem. Thanks a lot for unmuting, sir. I have a same question that already asked about being metric driven. So, if I have some goals, like I want to improve my communication skills, so how should I start measuring that? Like, not much familiar with if you are saying about building body, yeah, but your example is very much aptly suit. I mean, it's very much understandable, but for measuring skills, how to go about actually, for instance, communication skills?
So very good question, Mr. Kumar. One is try to be as metric driven as possible. May not be everything can be measured. Okay, that's number one. But try to be, just for example, can you do how many hours you are investing in improving your communication skill today?
Right, sir. Right. Okay, that's one way to go about it. Right.
You know what I mean? So you can say, right now I have not invested anything, and my communication skill, let's give a number. Let's give a number. Out of 10, I think I'm at 5. I want to take it to 9. Or ask your friends. You let's say Dave, Manisha, or anybody, Kumar, or you'll say, guys, let me present you something. You rate me where I am. Okay, now that's one. They will rate you. Let's assume they rate you 5 today. I'm just making a number. Okay, Kumar. So then after 1 month, you take another appointment with them, serve them filter coffee, call them to your favorite adda, and then you present them again. But you invest what? 1 hour daily or 2 hour daily, whatever that metric. And after 1 month, when you learn all those, join Toastmasters Club and all that. So those are the effort you will say, hey, after 30 hours of investment or 60 hours of investment, investing 5,000 rupees, this, and these are all metric driven, right? Where I am. So you present some topic to them after 1 month again. They say, listen, we really like it. You are now 6.5 or 7. However, you are not using your body language a lot. Okay, next time you will learn next month 30 hours only on body language. Then they say, yes, you are now 8.5. You are using your body language. You have more confidence. But some word you are pronouncing has very heavy accent. Can you use that? Then you will say, okay, let me focus on accent for next 1 month. 30 days is a metric, right? 60 hours metric, 5,000 rupees metric. And then you come to them again, and they say, yes, now you seem to be 9.5. You're using body language, you are confident, you are using right English words, your pronunciation is better. Now you can say from 5 to 9.5. That makes sense, son?
That makes a lot of sense. Thanks. That's a good perspective that you have given. Thanks. Thank you.
Yes. Absolutely. Thank you so much. No, very good question. Very, very good question. Yeah. Yes, next.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Is there any another one who wants to ask? Okay, Mohammed Shahnawaz, you can ask. You can unmute yourself.
Sir, as you presented that if you take care of the core, everything will take care of itself. And I have also listened this quote from MS Dhoni, like if you take care of your profession, everything will take care of itself. But
Yes.
I want you to elaborate on this, like how can we get better in other aspects of life, like health, relationships, and other things, by continuing a profession. Like we are students, we should be good at studying, and we should be good at other things in related to
Yeah.
studies. But how can we get better, and how is it? How can we practically see what you have told us? Like if we take care of the core, everything will take care of its own self.
Yes. So let me give you a few examples. Let me give my own example. You know why I get up at 3? Not because I love getting up at 3. Okay. I get up at 3 because I want impact to be bigger of the business as well as the things I'm doing around me. To do that, best time to think is in the morning. So between not 4 a.m. After 4:30, it's gone. You get up in the morning, you see, that there are animals which work or they are get up at night. They also go to bed around when bed or whatever their nests. I mean, by 3 a.m. 3 to 4:30 is a time. Those who are spiritual leaders or Tim Cook, Apple CEO, and some of those exceptional CEO. I'm talking about the world's best top 10, not 20, top 10. They only get up at 3. 3 to 4:30 is a time normally which when I take 4 or 5 hours to do something, I can do that in 30 minutes to 1 hour. And my thought is like, let's say in the evening, I'm confused. I should do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What should I do out of 5? I get up in the morning. At that time, my mind, body, and the state of mind and ecosystem around me is such a focused time, and there is no noise in the ecosystem, and it is easy to make. So just to give you that, because I'm not like I'm focusing on 3 a.m. I'm focusing on business, and because I'm focusing on bigger impact, then what is happening because of that? Because I'm focusing on business, I'm taking care of my health. Because if I'm not healthy, how I will be able to present to you? How I will be able to work
Yes, sir.
hard?
Yes, sir.
How
Yes,
I
sir.
will be, so I have to do exercise. Same thing, Mr. Kumar's question, communication. If my communication is not good, no matter how good student or entrepreneur I am, if I'm not able to tell you what I know, it's in my mind, how you will know, right? So I have to improve my communication. I will improve my communication. Same thing, I will do 100 things. I will eat healthy. I will take care of the people around me, right? If I'm not a good person, I will feel bad all day. And if I'm feeling bad from inside, how I can smile in front of you? I can make a fake smile for 1 or 2 minutes. After that, like it will vanish. So you see that if focus on the core mean that Dhoni is focusing on the core, which is a cricket, but to focus on that, he will take all 100 things around. He will marry a girl who he loves because he's feeling confident. I loved a girl not because of someone was a shining lady in Mumbai and all that, right? Because he loved that lady, he trusts that person, he married that. See, he is more confident than anybody else, right? So it doesn't mean marrying any A versus B is right or wrong, but he focused on that. He's now doing lots of agriculture. He's still rooted to the ground. He can see his growth from where he was to all the way there. He's still living in Ranchi, not in spanky apartments in Mumbai or Delhi or Bangalore. He can or Chennai, right? He can move over there, but he's living still in his hometown, right? See, so all those things around that making him what he is. Okay.
Like our bigger goals pushes us
Core,
to for the smaller
he,
goals.
he focused on the core, but to take care of the core, he has to strengthen all 20 things. So that core is so strong. Make sense?
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I think all the queries are answered. If there is someone, okay, so
It's by mistake, I guess. Yeah. You can go ahead, Lavish.
okay, so I have shared the QR code of sir's LinkedIn profile. If anyone wants to connect, he or she can connect through scanning this QR code on the screen.
So thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for your time, and you guys keep rocking. I'm so proud of you, and thanks for giving me this opportunity. And believe me, guys, if I'm not able to reply sometime on LinkedIn, send your question again, and I will try my level best. Love you all. Keep rocking. Proud of you. Okay. Thank you so much.
We
Thank
are
you, sir.
so
Thank you
much.
for joining, sir.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you, sir.
Bye. Love you. Bye,
Thanks a
guys.
lot, sir.
Thank you, Arnold. Thank you, Lavesh. Take care, guys. See you in
Thank you,
the.
sir. We are blessed to have you. You are really gentleman,
It's
sir.
my honor, guys. Come on, you are youngsters. You are my lead kids, guys.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Thank you, sir.
thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much. This is really motivating, sir. It's very inspiring, and we have taken a lot of lessons, lot of
Thank you,
learnings.
guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Please connect. I love
Thank you,
meeting you.
sir.
No,
Sure,
thank you.
sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sure, sir.
Okay, Lavish and Arnold, I'm good to go. Huh?
Yes, sir. Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
yes.
Thank you, sir.
I have to
Thank you
focus
so
on
much,
the
sir.
core. I have to focus on the core now.
Yes, sir. I can understand.
My another town hall is waiting. Sorry, we have a global town hall at Lexus Nexus today. So thank you, guys. Love you. Bye.
Okay, so I thank you all for being there in the meeting. These are our social media handles. Like we have here the Insta handle, YouTube handle, and I have attached the mail ID here too, and that Pichavaram website here too. So if you want to connect, do connect. And if you have any doubt regarding the session, you can mail us, or we are and we are thankful to you also for joining and making this event successful.
Can
I
we
am
see the
thank
recording of it at a later point in time?